stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now throwing to start the drive, and his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections, they want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Parker uncorks one for Davis. And this is dropped. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Press way on 4th down to send out to punt. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
I'm ready. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll go down the middle before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The Vikings had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lawrence. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Throwing to start the drive. Parker. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Give running right is Chubb. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Parker from the gun on 3rd down.
No, dai, però. No, Moreno.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially will be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that Plague did on the last one.
Those defense for the Packers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Quick throw.
Dove cacchio corre?
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
È pesante, papà, non lo metto.
Second and 2. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, one thing about
Lascialo là, poi lo metto a posto papà.
confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Yikes, a 40-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw from his end zone. Parker. Trying to fit
Non è
in the
possibile.
more, but it's intercepted. Picked up on Levante David. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Caught right side, Davis. So they decline it, and they choose to not give him that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a first.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This pass complete to Higgins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Parker. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now,
No,
here,
è possibile.
flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got Higgins over the middle. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. after the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Puts it on the Cardinals out. And this belongs to the Vikings. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We've got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
From the 24, Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Lawrence. That'll be caught by Cup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations.
Che stai facendo, ma?
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Hey, exit.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And too much much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure.
Cosa ritaglia, amore?
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun, Parker.
No.
After him, and they get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Parker. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
But a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half. We just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On first down, Lawrence. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. In motion right is Wilson. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. It moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, thank you.
Lawrence going to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And this will not be returned, so the 2nd half begins with a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, but I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the 1st half.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. A good game there on 1st down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line.
Running lanes run a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach.
Bravo,
When you're going
Mourinho.
to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Gli fallo l'intercettuccio lì, eh.
Gonna run the sweep here. This is Cup. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Parker. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So one quick, easy
Che è
analysis.
possibile che non ha preso nessuno quel...
They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Parker throwing on third and long. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I have to think a major focus at halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
To throw is Parker. Looking to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
Bella, amore.
After this break, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
È bellissimo. Per me.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Parker. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. gun on third down.
No,
But it's incomplete.
era tutto solo.
Keep him out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force him into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way. The Packers are able to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Room here to run. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Grazie, amore. Davvero? Sei bellissimo. Grazie.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Lawrence to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. On the return, here's Agnew. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck.
Amore, ci ho giocato solo adesso e poi gioco con te, dai. Finisco il gioco con te, amore.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held him, they might go for it again.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Parker now. Off the play fake. That's caught by Howard. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And off comes to Chubb.
Non è possibile, ancora ultimo. Davvero, papà? Mannaggia. Dov'è? Dopo lo vengo a vedere. Tutto comincia sempre dalle mani. Mi hai detto ancora che la ami. Poi lo andiamo a cantare?
Parker. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd and 16. A give. This is Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage, and so he left with a 3rd and long.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Parker. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Bravo, amore.
13 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Dai che manca poco, quasi fatto, eh.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Andrews. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Hey, hold it.
Here's Lawrence.
Mannaggia la puttambora.
Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. Big play there to catch and run. 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. McCaffrey following the penalty.
Bravo, amore.
They were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Sometimes I think these defensive backs get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now on 2nd and 16. Lawrence looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big
Tra poco, amore,
plays.
mancano solo 2 minuti qua.
So the Vikings in possession of the
Bene.
football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already.
Sì, ne facciamo pure 5 di minuti di passaggi.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Lawrence. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Marquez, the 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And the lead is now 21-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Bravo.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Gets this to Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
He'll look to throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when they decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school,
Dai che ho
college,
finito,
or
papà.
the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
Adesso papà. Pronta? Dai. 10 secondi e finiamo.
Agnew now to return. Now on the return. Oh no, the ball is loose. A fun, close ball game comes to an end.